Hi, I'm John Young, author of Farewell Tour of a Terminal Optimist. It is a very personal story, so I'm delighted that it's been nominated for Scottish Teenage Book Prize 2019. It tells the story of Connor, who runs away from his care home without the medication that keeps him alive. He's spurred on by the school bully Skeets and a desperate need to see his dad, who is in Shot's prison near Glasgow. And I'll read a section towards the end of their journey. It comes as Skeets is trying to persuade Connor to sneak into a nightclub so that they can meet somebody who may put them up for the night.
"Where are you going, Skeets? The entrance is this way." "I'm taking a recce," he says. "We're not getting in there. Look." I point to the gorillas guarding the queue to indicate the blatantly obvious. "I reckon we've got 2 hopes of getting in," he says. "Aye, no hope in Bob Hope," I say. "Who's Bob Hope?" he says. "Never mind. Go on, I can't wait to hear this." Skeets is strutting in the face of a sure no-win situation. So for the umpteenth time, I leave my fate in the hands of the school head case. I raise my tin, drop the last mouthful, and give him a lopsided grin. Option 1. We climb up that lamppost, and he points towards it with his tin, and we shimmy across the roof. I look at him like he's touched. "What?" he says. "You have to be kidding."
I chose a dramatic bullying scene at the start, partly because I hate bullying, and the event was very similar to something I witnessed at school. I think it's important to choose your situation in a story with care as to where your actual story starts, because your first chapter does so much work. It's got to introduce the characters and their prejudices and their motivations. The dead bird scene shows a lot of their backstory. It introduces Connor's disability, the fact that he's ill, and that his father's in prison and that he's bitter about that. It shows that Skeets has a terrible sort of demeanour to him. He's not a kind person. And it introduces Emma, Connor's would-be girlfriend. And it shows how their shyness at the start of the book may change as things go on. I wanted to pitch the characters against each other so that we could see their changing views on each other as the story developed. Road trips are all about freedom, and every teenager that I've ever met thinks about freedom. And although I didn't go on my own road trip, the road trip of Connor and Skeets is made up of lots of individual events that did actually happen to me. I have gone skiing in Scotland in the winter in jeans and a t-shirt. I have run away from thugs and been rescued by dogs behind the door. And so I made up the road trip with lots of individual events. Planning the road trip was great fun. Scotland's such an awesome country, and there's plenty of scope for 2 lads to get up to lots of mischief. The strange thing is the book is listed in many different genres on the internet, from young adult to humour, but it's listed in Eason's in Ireland under UK travel guides. I'm not sure whether I would take any of the recommendations though. The book is a very personal story, and much of it was taken from our own experiences with my daughter Verity when she was undergoing chemotherapy. There's all the medical related facts are taken from that period, and the medications and the drugs that she was taking. But also Verity's character is really where Connor came from. She was very keen to never miss out on anything, no matter what was going on in life. She never wanted to miss out on fun or excitement. And she wrote a little line before she died that we found subsequently, and it said, "Big or small, there's always a difference only you can make." And that really sums up where the subject Connor came from for this story. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you enjoy reading Farewell Tour of a Terminal Optimist and all the other books on the hashtag Scott Teen Book Prize shortlist. I also look forward to seeing the entries on the graphic novel competition and the book trailer competition run by the Scottish Book Trust.